Hey guys, I'm here to do another book review for you. It is on Fearscape, the third book in the Devouring series, and this is by Simon Holt. And I finished this last night, and it was crazy. This is actually the last book in the series. I could not believe it when I read the inside flap. So when I read that, my expectations kind of shot up, and it kind of made me a little bit nervous because this was the last book kind of tying in everything that we read in the first two books. So I will make this book review spoiler free. I'll just generalize most of the things that I want to talk about in Fearscape, so it doesn't reveal anything from the first two books or anything in this book. I hope you guys like it. Let's get to it. So the synopsis, let's just say that it is Reggie versus the Devourers. It's the final showdown between her and these creepy entity creatures. It is your typical all of humanity resting on the shoulders of this one girl. When I said in my first review that it was Buffy the Vampire Slayers meets Nightmare on Elm Street, take away the vampires, take away Freddy Krueger, and replace them with Devourers, you get the Devouring series. It totally reminded me of that, and it was action-packed and adventure. There was horror, less of it compared to the first two, which was kind of a little bit disappointing because that's what made the books and the series so great, was the horror aspect. There was some imagery there, mind you, that were disturbing and freaky. The frequency of it wasn't as much, like I said, and wasn't as intense, but it was still there, and which was good. We also have some romance in here, which was a pleasant surprise. Really good. I didn't mind the romance. I was kind of expecting it, and yes. Yeah. That's kind of the synopsis, what to expect from this last book. Definite showdown, definite the world will come to an end if Reggie, this main female heroine character, doesn't pull through. Which segues into the next point I want to talk about in Fearscape is the characters. We have Reggie. She is our female heroine. She is the key, the one to save us all in this world, in this book, and I really enjoyed reading her. She's a very cool character. She's very strong, very brave. She's just courageous, and she keeps going in the face of all of these horrific things she sees and goes through. She is intense, and she has this hero complex about her which she needs in order to save humanity, and I think that was a good aspect to her character. She's still very vulnerable in some aspects, but she doesn't give up, which is very admirable lead character in this book. So very good. The other characters, there's great character development with all the major players in this book. Let's talk about the rating. The rating in this book was amazing, still very well done. It is very fast-paced, this book. This book touches on certain events, I think out of courtesy to talk about them. There were some events that I thought were kind of unnecessary maybe. Some of the parts and events I thought maybe could have been left out, but what can you do? I thought the overall pace was very, very fast. Maybe a little too fast. I wouldn't have minded if the book was like longer, just to kind of go over some parts. They went through events, and they had to get through things that needed to get through, and they did it in a very timely manner, which was awesome because it just had to be done. So the pacing, although it was very fast, they covered everything that needed to get done, and they hit all the points. So that was freaking awesome for this last book. This book did get cheesy in some parts, I will say. I think it was kind of unavoidable, but yeah. You still read it as a movie playing in your head, and I thought this would make a really good movie. Yeah, so that was good. So with that being said, Fearscape by Simon Holt, the last book in the Devouring series, is a readable. The whole series was a readable. I liked the books in order of their appearance. I liked the Devouring first, Solstice second, and Fearscape third. That's still a very good book to conclude this series. And we'll just talk about the ending really briefly. I won't give anything away, of course, because that would suck. But the ending, I love these type of endings in series. I'll just say it. I'm going to say it. It's a very open-ended kind of ending. The conclusion of the book was very satisfying. Even though it's the last book, there's still adventure and potential for these characters and the story. I thought that there could be a possibility for another book to happen, and which is great. I hate when books have a really final tone to it, like that this is it and we're done with the series. Yeah. Anyways, so yes, that is my review for Fearscape. Who knew I would get through a series in less than a week? So I hope you guys like this review. I'll talk to you guys later. Talking too much. There. Oh, sorry. Yeah.